We will come back to questions as well later for Natasha and anybody else, so please store up for them.
Oh, sorry. Today was a good day.
Seems appropriate then, Joe. We'll come on to yourself. Joe, Ring Magazine Trainer of the Year, somebody renowned within the sport in Britain as one of the top trainers, and you've now got Natasha Jonas. How are you looking forward to working? I mean, firstly, do you see there's a difference between how you're going to train a female and a male boxer?
Well, Tasha answered that. No, she's been thrown in at the deep end at the gym, and no, they will do when it comes to fight time. She'll be boxing 2-minute rounds where the pros are 3 minutes. So we'll be adapting there, but there's things that she's learning. She's already touched on. She sits there and watches all the sparring. She's been in the gym now whilst Anthony Crowley had his fight, while Liam Smith had his fight, Paul Butler, and she's been privy to sit there and watch them in sparring and picking and watching and absolutely purring at what they do in the ring. And she's like going away, and you watch her. I don't have to stand over her, but watch her in the mirror and I watch her on the bag, and she's trying what Liam Smith does or what Crawler did or Paul Butler and or what Callum does, and she's going away and trying all different things. And for someone that's been in amateur boxing for so long, sometimes it's hard to tell them what to know, and especially for what Natasha's achieved. She could easily have an ego, can't be told, but she isn't like that whatsoever. She's willing to learn, she's like a sponge, she's soaking everything in. And with someone like that, you just can't help but move on and improve and adapt, and that's what Natasha's going to do. She's a great person, not just outside of the ring, but in the ring as well.
Are you looking forward to the challenge of working in female boxing?
Yeah, it's weird. I was never really contemplating training a female boxer. The gym's full. I turned down many good fighters, professional fighters over the last 12-18 months who wanted to join us. And then Tasha messaged me and just said, oh, how do you fancy training me? So I went down to the Rotunda, we did had a little chat, did a little session, and then she came up to the gym and we just said, listen, you've been through a lot, let's not make a big decision now. And then two or 3 weeks into it, then not really have your heart into it. So like I say, you've been training now 2 months, something like that, got her weight down, and she's technique, and she's done some sparring, and she's getting better. And now it's a case of after today, now there's no going back. She's announced she's back, and that's it. So that's it. But listen, she's a talent. She's had a fantastic career as a footballer. Represented Liverpool Football Club. She represented England football team. She's then turned her hand to boxing late, aged 21, 22. Gone on to be the first female boxer for GB to represent, Olympic quarter-finalist, world bronze medalist, and I've nicknamed her in the gym at the moment Miss GB. She comes in the gym all the time with a GB tracksuit on and everything else, so that's where it comes from, Miss GB. So listen, the next 18 months, Miss GB's got to be making a lot of headlines, and we're looking, obviously everyone's got to talk about the huge rivalry in the Olympic quarter-finals when she lost to Katie Taylor, who I feel has had a phenomenal start to professional boxing, and she's got women's boxing excited again. Nicola Adams had a debut at the weekend, and now today Natasha Jonas, who personally I feel is the best of the lot, is ready to be let off the leash and get fighting. And I just think women's boxing's booming. When you look back to the years when Jane Couch was trying to bring it forward, she did a fantastic job, travelled all over the world, and was a great stalwart for women's female boxing. But we've got a new era now, and with the likes of Katie, Nicola, Savannah Marshall, and Natasha Jonas, I think the future's bright for women's boxing.
Excellent. Are you finding, I mean obviously you've taken other fighters before from the start, but moving Natasha from her amateur style, and she's been out the ring a little while, and then training her to become professional, has it been a challenge for you to adapt that?
Yeah, it was just a case of getting a bit of conditioning back, just get her going again at what she was good at, being a good amateur, getting a good feet going again. And lads in the gym, sometimes I think there was a session on the pads, I stopped and I turned around and there's Anthony Crowley, Callum Smith, Paul Smith over the phones, I was watching her on the pads, filming her, and she's beginning to have that type of effect in the gymnasium that you're watching. You're like, this is pure quality of work here, and you can't get a bigger backhanded compliment than them lads filming you on the pads. So I've been told she brought the Rotunda gym to a standstill with Cracker on the pads. So no, she's a good girl, good talent.
People in there.
No, wasn't
He was standing still.
Well, like I say, listen, Liverpool's a great fight city, and just touching on Rotunda again. Listen, what they've produced over the years, and here we are. Here's another product of that fantastic amateur club that keeps turning out champions after champions, not just male but female as well. And I think it's a credit to the city of Liverpool.
Yeah. As a coach, how fast do you think you can move Natasha along?
I think if you look at Katie Taylor, she's been fast-tracked very quickly. I think it was a case of playing catch-up. I'd like Natasha to be out first 6 fights once every month, straight away, out there, and then let's start looking about what's about then. But like I say, she needs to get out there and no head guard, small gloves on, and see what it's all about. And I'll try and promise to her family and her loved ones, her parents, and Nana and everything else that I'll try and at the end of her career she'll still finish as good looking as she is now, So it's a hard sport, but like I say, I'm sure with a skill set that she has, she'll achieve great things.
Excellent. Right, thank you very much, Joe Gallagher, everyone. Right, we're going to have opportunities after we finish the questions to have one-to-ones with the people at the table. But are there any questions kind of in an open forum that you'd like to ask any of the 3 individuals with us? No? Oh.
I've got one for Natasha. You mentioned before about how obviously you had lots of advice from Tony Bellew and AJ and Thomas Docker. So is there anything that you could give, obviously don't want to give her secrets, that to other people watching this show, which is advice that you could pass on perhaps they gave to you?
The main thing is just, you know, strike while it's hot. You know, there's a movement at the minute with women's boxing. It's a positive movement and it's moving forward, and there's opportunities for women in professional boxing where big promoters are wanting a piece of women's boxing now. So yeah, it was just, you know, take the opportunities as they come.
Have we got any others? No? Okay. Well, I think, look, as a city, I'm sure you want to wish Natasha all the best as she sets off on a new phase of her career. And hopefully we'll be seeing you in the ring very, very soon. And we wish you all the best and a future world champion for Liverpool. Thank you very much, everyone. I think there'll be opportunities for one-to-one interviews with people here.
Yeah, do you want to